Danita and Delma came out to Washington. I mean, I don't want to start creating rumors, but they stayed with me out there. Danita's been so active in government and politics all of her life, and she'd never seen the nation's capital. So my wife Mary and I said, "You got to come out," and I had the good fortune to give. I hope you like that little tour.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Okay. And my sister married a boy from Chisholm, and she seems to have survived that okay. So, you know, we got that. We got that going for us. And her best friend married Dave Thomasoni. So and so we've survived that as well. No, Dave does a great job. You have great representatives, great senators, great representatives here in this area. I would be remiss if I didn't inform you, we also have a tracker from the Republican Party here. And he's a very nice, polite young man. He's just doing his job, so be nice to him. And he's just trying to catch me picking my nose or pretending like I'm going to a ball game and picking my seat or saying something, you know, that shouldn't be said. So please be kind to them. And but with that, let's get started here. The whole argument that's going on in our nation and the debate about Social Security and Medicare. They tease me in Washington. I always say Medicare. They say, "Oh, you Minnesotans talk so funny." They like to say Medicare. Is it one of the most important debates that's going on in our nation? There's a lot of information, quite frankly. I would submit a lot of false information floating around about it, but there are proposals that have been introduced in advance in Washington to privatize Social Security and turn that over to Wall Street, and to more or less privatize Medicare and turn that back over to the insurance companies. And so we thought it would be a good time to bring someone in, nonpartisan, private, nonprofit, to help share with all of us what the facts are, what's being proposed, what some of the implications are, what is the status of Social Security, what's the status of Medicare. So without any further ado, the Minnesota Citizens Foundation, which is the private, nonprofit, nonpartisan group that's been studying and examining this issue, has put together a presentation. And Buddy Robinson is with that foundation, and he does a wonderfully good job, and they've done their research, and they've got, you know, most all of the facts related to this thing. So without any further ado, I want to introduce him, and then following that, I'd like to have an open discussion. I promised Jackie over here she would have the first question, and she said, "Well, I have to get my husband's approval first." Yeah, everybody knows that ain't true. So, and then we'll take any questions that anybody has. So, without any further ado, I give Buddy Robinson here a nice hand for all the work that he's done.
My voice isn't as good as Rick, so hope you can hear me. So I work for the Minnesota Citizens Federation Northeast. We're based in Duluth. The name used to be Senior Federation Northeast, been around for 40 years. A nonprofit, charity, nonpartisan group, and we advocate for the economic justice for low and middle income people. That's what we do. We spent the past year researching, testing, developing ways to communicate the facts about Social Security and Medicare, because people need those. As the congressman said, it's hard to tell what's true. You hear a lot of conflicting things. And so we wanted to be able to share with you from a consumer perspective, financial interest of the majority of people, what's really going on. So just to start off with, and I'll just do a quick plug. Most of you have this sheet here. It's contact information from us. If you like what we're doing, you could support us. You could be a member for $30 a year, get our newsletter. And you can talk to me about that afterwards. But to start on Social Security. So the basics, as a refresher,